I lived for 2 weeks in the bottom of the sea.
Oh, Jesus.
If you're a regular listener of Joe Rogan's mind-blowing podcast, you'd know that he's no stranger to dropping bombshells and revealing jaw-dropping secrets. But hold on tight, because the latest revelation he's about to unleash will leave you completely horrified. Brace yourself for an underwater discovery so mind-blowing it's shocking both the scientific community and the general public. The cryptic nation of Russia has stumbled upon something in the depths that has the world on edge. What could it possibly be? Why is it causing such a stir? We're on the edge of our seats as we dive deep into the murky waters of this spine-tingling revelation. Joe Rogan, the charismatic host of the wildly successful podcast The Joe Rogan Experience, is a master storyteller who takes his listeners on captivating journeys. With his unfiltered and honest approach, he engages in lengthy, thought-provoking conversations with guests from diverse fields like politics, science, comedy, sports, and entertainment. His podcast is by no means about small talk. It delves into the depths of current events and personal tales, challenging the status quo and fearlessly expressing debatable viewpoints. Millions of loyal listeners flock to the Joe Rogan Experience, drawn to Rogan's authenticity, curiosity, and his witty sense of humor. In fact, according to Nielsen, each episode of his podcast reaches an astounding average of 11 million people, surpassing the viewership of many popular cable news shows. So it's no wonder that in 2020, Spotify inked a groundbreaking $100 million deal with Rogan, granting them exclusive rights to his show.
The podcast is moving to Spotify. I signed a multi-year licensing agreement with Spotify.
This milestone agreement solidified Rogan's immense influence and undeniable appeal in the media landscape. Rogan's podcast empire is built upon his unwavering dedication to being true to himself. Fueled by passion and a relentless quest for knowledge, unfettered by any specific ideology or agenda, he fearlessly shares his own thoughts and he poses the tough questions, encouraging audiences to join him on this exhilarating intellectual voyage. Through captivating conversations with fascinating individuals, Rogan continuously explores new ideas and embraces the art of lifelong learning. In one of his shows, he talked about the astonishing discovery made in the depths of the Baltic Sea. It's a story that can only be compared to the thrill of unearthing hidden riches or discovering prehistoric artifacts. Picture a crew of fearless explorers venturing into the icy waters of the Gulf of Bothnia, uncovering a mystery hidden beneath the waves. At first glance, it appears like nothing they've ever seen before. A giant disc, twice the size of a football pitch, rising from the seabed with an otherworldly presence. Its unique shape, resembling a mushroom, is adorned with intriguing markings that seem to form straight edges, building lines, and mysterious boxes. But that's not it. The massive top of this mysterious structure holds secrets of its own, with fractures filled with a puzzling black substance that defies explanation. Dubbed the Baltic Sea Anomaly, or Baltic Sea Mystery Object, this astonishing find has sparked a whirlwind of speculation and fascination. Some have likened it to a gigantic stone portal, a submerged Stonehenge, or even a formation crafted by an ancient civilization. So, yeah, the possibilities are endless, and the intrigue doesn't stop there. The object, towering high, reaching a minimum of 13 meters, has led to bold claims that it could be an unidentified flying object. Yes, a UFO under the water. So, to add to this mystery, electrical equipment used by the explorers near this mystery experienced unexplained malfunctions, adding fuel to the fire of UFO theories. Its uncanny resemblance to the iconic Millennium Falcon from Star Wars adds to the intrigue. While theories abound regarding its origins, ranging from it being a relic of human evolution to a sunken Nazi ship or a geological deposit from the Ice Age, none can explain the peculiar phenomenon that occurs near it. Electrical equipment inexplicably malfunctions in its presence, leaving experts dumbfounded. Several reputable institutions, including the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, the Monterey Bay Aquarium Study Institute, and researchers from Arizona State University, have all conducted studies on this mystery, only to arrive at the same perplexing conclusion. Surprisingly, some specialists even question whether the object is made of metal, dispelling notions of extraterrestrial involvement. Various theories circulate attributing to its existence the volcanic activity or an ancient celestial impact on the Baltic Sea floor. Many, again, theories abound. Adding to the intrigue, an associate professor of geology from Stockholm University made a stunning discovery: a black material covering the hidden flying saucer. Suspecting it to be a volcanic rock transported by glaciers during the region's thawing, he sought a scientific explanation. However, Speculation amongst believers of UFO phenomena has grown rampant, suggesting that this is an otherworldly spacecraft trapped beneath the waves. Misconceptions and debate surround this notion, but dismissing it seems premature. Further evidence emerges from a Swedish diving crew's video footage, capturing a peculiar 985-foot runway leading to the object, reminiscent of a stairway to the unknown. Astoundingly, these experienced divers, with 2 decades of underwater exploration under their belts, describe the encounter as unprecedented, an encounter that they will never forget. Yet, attempts to unravel the mysteries of this UFO-shaped entity have yielded unsatisfactory results, to say the least. Also, dedicated research operations led by a group of international scientists and the original team of subwater explorers delved into the depths to unlock the secrets behind the Baltic Sea anomaly. Their discoveries revealed the vanished landscape that had fallen victim to the depths of the sea, eluding human discovery up until this point. Another hypothesis gaining traction points to a German ballistic object, dropping into the Baltic Sea during the chaos of World War II. Many respected experts in the field of science, research, and war history support this explanation. Despite their concerted efforts, however, the mystery of the Baltic Sea remains unsolved. Yet the significance of this body of water and the unique concept of a UFO-like presence within it demand our undivided attention, conquering the skepticism surrounding its existence. Following this, a team of divers embarks on a routine survey of the Trave River in Lübeck, a city nestled in northern Germany. Little did they know that their expedition would uncover a remarkable treasure from the Hanseatic era, the remnants of a shipwreck that had weathered the test of time for nearly 400 years. A magnificent discovery, resonating with the city's rich history and offering a precious glimpse into its maritime heritage. But this find comes with its own set of challenges. The partially exposed wreck, vulnerable to erosion, is in danger. To complicate matters further, the dreaded shipworms have made their presence known, threatening the integrity of the exposed areas. Recognizing the urgency, the city government has stepped in to ensure the preservation of this remarkable piece of history. Now, shipwrecks in the Baltic Sea are not uncommon, so in fact, estimates suggest that between 10,000 and 100,000 of these submerged time capsules rest beneath its waters. However, this particular discovery stands out for 2 significant reasons. Firstly, its location in the western Baltic Sea sets it apart. And secondly, its origins trace back to the late 17th century, a flourishing period for the Hanseatic city's bustling marine trade. Ships from that era are scarce, making this finding all the more exceptional. For underwater archaeologist Florian Huber, this is an opportunity to unlock the mysteries of the past, so with meticulous study and analysis, he aims to uncover the secrets concealed within the ship's time-worn structure. From its construction techniques to the technology employed, the discovery offers invaluable insights into the craftsmanship of yesteryears, as I guess I'd call it for lack of better words, yesteryears. So equally fascinating is the cargo that it carried. Approximately 150 barrels, recovered from the depths, provide a window into the commodities traded during that era. As Huber, an explorer of the world's waters for almost 3 decades, or over 3 decades rather, delves into this stunning find, and the significance becomes even more apparent. It's not just a relic, but it's a time capsule that allows us to step back and learn from history's silent whispers. With each discovery, we peel back the layers of time, connecting the stories of our ancestors and unraveling the mysteries of bygone eras. Next, in the enchanting world of medieval Europe, a remarkable tale of trade, power, and camaraderie unfolded. Picture a vast network stretching across northern Germany and the Baltic Sea, connecting cities and merchant communities in an unprecedented way. This was the Hanseatic League, a vibrant alliance that emerged during the 13th century CE. Driven by a shared desire to protect their trading interest and dominate northern Europe's commerce, these northern German towns banded together under the banner of the Hanseatic League. The term Hanse itself refers to the spirit of guilds and associations, capturing the essence of this extraordinary alliance. But here's what sets the Hanseatic League apart. It wasn't a rigid, centralized organization with a fixed hierarchy. No, instead, it thrived on the strength of collaboration, common laws, and privileges. No permanent representative or administrative body or military force bound its members together. Instead, they relied on discourse, they relied on consensus, their unity rooted in a collective vision. The League's influence stretched far and wide, encompassing cities from Estonia to the Netherlands. Their presence was felt in the bustling marketplaces and trading posts across Europe, nurturing prosperity and facilitating the exchange of a rich variety of goods. It was a world of boundless possibilities, where technological advancements and control over vital trade routes paved the way for unprecedented success. But yet, the journey was not without its trials and tribulations. Internal disagreements, external competition, political turmoil, and economic downturns would ultimately test the League's resilience. As the 16th and 17th centuries arrived, the Hanseatic League slowly dissolved, gradually fading into the annals of history until its final chapter was written in 1669. But let us rewind the tape and explore the League's origins. It all began in the 12th century CE, when German merchants and towns formed alliances, driven by the intertwined nature of the Baltic and North Sea trade. These alliances were not only shaped by economic interests, but also by the bonds of kinship along the influential merchant families residing in these towns. Their aim was twofold: to protect themselves from the perils of bandits, pirates, and foreign rivals, and to strengthen their commercial enterprises. In the following centuries, the League experienced rapid growth as more cities and trading communities eagerly joined its ranks. To solidify their presence, the League established trading outposts called contours in strategic locations throughout Europe. These contours, such as those located in London, Bruges, and Bergen, and Novgorod, flourished as self-governing entities, wielding remarkable legal autonomy and privileges. A web of commercial routes, meticulously woven, connected the marketplace of League members, fostering a thriving trade network. And yet, the Hanseatic League's impact extended far beyond economic realms. It was a force to be reckoned with, shaping the politics and the history of Northern Europe. The League's strength lay not in its own economic might, but also in its diplomatic finesse, judicial system, and military prowess. The pinnacle of the Hanseatic League's power and prosperity arrived in the 14th and 15th centuries CE, ushering in an era of unrivaled splendor. However, this golden age was not without its share of challenges. The League faced formidable obstacles that eventually contributed to its decline and eventual demise. The demise of the League can be attributed to several crucial factors. Internal conflicts played a significant role, as members often held conflicting interests and goals. Disagreements arose over trade policies, political affiliations, legal matters, and military actions, leading to divisions within the League. Resentment amongst League members was further exacerbated by Lübeck's dominance and his intervention. Tensions increased as Lübeck attempted to impose his will and authority on the other League members. External competition from other nations and regions also posed a challenge. These competitors established their own trade networks and industries, challenging the League's trade monopoly and advantages. For instance, the Dutch Republic emerged as a formidable maritime force in the 16th century. Dutch merchants offered cheaper and higher quality goods, surpassing their Hanseatic counterparts. They expanded their commercial reach to Asia, Africa, and America, bypassing Hanseatic markets. The English, too, grew their commerce and their production, particularly in wool and cloth, a key commodity in Hanseatic trade. The English restricted the Hanseatic League's access and their rights to their ports and markets. Additionally, the Russians developed their trade routes, reducing their reliance on Hanseatic Count and Novgorod. Political shifts also contributed to the League's decline. The rise of centralized republics and national monarchies led to the increased control over trade and taxation within borders. Kings of Denmark, Sweden, Poland, and Russia exerted their power through tariffs, regulations, and limitations on foreign merchants. The Holy Roman Empire's fragmentation weakened its ability to protect and support Hanseatic towns. Religious conflicts emerged as the Reformation took hold, with some towns adopting Protestantism while others remained Catholic. Economic crises, wars, plagues, famines, inflation, currency devaluation, market volatility, and technological advancements further impacted the League's economic stability and their performance. Now, let's dive into the intriguing mystery of wrecks and artifacts preserved in the Baltic Sea. The unique conditions of this vast, ice-cold museum have allowed these long-sunken treasures to survive remarkably well. The Baltic Sea, with its low oxygen levels, chilly temperatures, darkness, and low saltwater content, acts as a natural preservative. It's not just the wood that remains intact, but also the cargo, including leather, textiles, and even dried fish in barrels. Traces of quicklime, commonly used in construction during the Hanseatic era, have been found in Lübeck's wreck barrels. Intriguingly, bottles of wine, champagne, and beer have also been discovered in the Baltic Sea, still retaining their taste despite being 100 to 200 years old. In fact, a bottle of champagne fetched a staggering sum at auction. The cold and the darkness not only serve to preserve these artifacts, but they're also a notorious enemy of shipwrecks, the shipworm Teredo nivalis. This voracious worm thrives in saltwater with high oxygen levels. However, as one ventures eastward in the Baltic Sea, where the Gulf of Bothnia surrounds Finland and Sweden, freshwater dominates. The shipworm can't survive in such conditions, allowing wrecks to remain remarkably intact for centuries. It's not uncommon to find wrecks in the Baltic Sea, standing upright with their masts intact, an unprecedented sight in the world's oceans. However, despite these favorable preservation conditions, wrecks still face threats. Climate change, fishing trawlers, and looting pose significant challenges to these historical relics, underscoring the importance of preserving and exploring our maritime heritage. Amidst the wreckage, the archaeologists unearth a breathtaking discovery: spices, perfectly preserved despite the passage of time. Saffron, peppercorns, and ginger, once meant for kings' tables, now revealed themselves to the world after more than 500 years. This find was nothing short of exceptional, as spices are notoriously fragile. They're prone to rapid deterioration in water. Back in the 1960s, an incredible discovery was made by sports divers: the Gribshunden wreck. This medieval shipwreck, found in the depths of the Baltic Sea, has captivated explorers ever since. Thanks to the unique conditions of the sea, with its low oxygen levels, cool temperature, and low salt content, this ship remains remarkably intact. It's like stepping back in time to the late 15th century. The Gribshunden wasn't just an ordinary ship, no. It represented a significant historical event, an ill-fated political conference between King Hans of Denmark and Sweden's regent, Sten Sture the Elder. The purpose of their meeting was to settle a dispute over the unstable and unpopular Kalmar Union. However, the summit concluded without an agreement, leaving the king with no choice but to return to Denmark with his navy. As King Hans made his way back, he docked the Gribshunden near Ronneby, inexplicably leaving the ship behind. Little did he know that tragedy would soon befall his vessel. While he was ashore, the flames engulfed the ship, transforming it into a blazing inferno. The once majestic warship succumbed to the fiery wrath, taking the lives of those unfortunate enough to be aboard. For centuries, the Gribshunden rested undisturbed at the bottom of the sea, the secrets hidden from the world. But now, thanks to the meticulous efforts of dedicated archaeologists, we can catch a glimpse of the past. These ancient spices, a captivating link to a bygone era, speak volumes about the grandeur, the tragedy that unfolded beneath the Baltic waves. Gribshunden's story serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the sea. As we delve deeper into its mysteries, we find ourselves captivated by the echoes of a time long gone. So, join us on this remarkable journey as we uncover the secrets of a shipwreck that has fascinated historians and adventurers alike. What makes the shipwreck truly extraordinary is the treasure trove of artifacts and materials that it holds. Imagine unearthing a collection of spices from literal centuries ago. Widowy. Saffron, peppercorns, ginger, cloves, cardamom, and cinnamon. Cinnamon. These precious flavors have stood the test of time. Vibrant in color, perfectly preserved in shape, and still releasing their captivating aromas. How were these spices kept so well? It's believed that they were stored in wooden barrels or leather bags, which sadly deteriorated over the years, leaving only the spices behind. But where did they come from? These exotic flavors were not native to Europe. They were undoubtedly imported from distant lands like Asia or Africa. In medieval times, spices were more than just ingredients for delicious dishes. They were highly sought after. They were extremely valuable commodities. From enhancing the flavors of meals to creating fragrances, medicines, and dyes, spices were symbols of luxury and power. Only the affluent and the influential, like King Hans, could afford such lavish treasures. Perhaps he carried them as gifts, or cherished personal possessions. The spices reveal a tapestry of social and cultural significance. They depict a civilization that's driven by a desire for the exceptional, the unusual. They showcase not only the practical applications, but also the symbolic value attached to these lavish commodities. From the depths of time, the revelation brings us closer to understanding the complex dynamics of medieval trade and society. The Gribshunden spices, with their enchanting allure, remind us that the thirst for the extraordinary transcends generations. It binds humanity through the ages. It's a testament to our unwavering fascination with the past and the timeless treasures that holds. The Gribshunden wreck holds within its submerged embrace not only a glimpse into the past, but also a testament to the allure and significance of spices in our history. It is a mesmerizing story that connects us to the lives and trades of our ancestors, reminding us of the actual wonders that lie beneath the waves. So, as we explore these submerged time capsules, we're reminded of the power of discovery and the lessons that we can learn from our past. The Baltic Sea is a treasure trove of history, where relics from bygone eras are preserved in astonishing detail, waiting to be discovered. So, what other mysteries lie hidden beneath the icy depths of the Baltic Sea? What tales of ancient civilizations, lost treasures, and forgotten stories are waiting to be unraveled? Let us know in the comments section down below.